Hey guys, Joe Fish here, and I've got some mail. This came yesterday by itself, so I didn't highlight it, but this is the foam padding that I'm going to use for my Kydex sheath and holster making. So that's pretty pumped. That's what all this stuff is, all the accoutrement that's going to go with that. I'm not 100% sure what was supposed to show up today, so let's dig in and see what we got. I hope that's not what I think it is, because if that's the case, I'm going to be bummed. That's way smaller than I wanted it to be. So instead of doing a taco style holster for my Judge, now I'm going to do a... Alright, so we have here our rivets, our eyelets. And these I ordered from Amazon, but they came from DIY Holster. So if you guys want to check them out, go ahead and do so. Order them off Amazon, probably cheaper than their site. So I'm excited. This one here, I'm a little bit worried about being what I think it is, and it is. Oh well. Slip. 2 sheets. Well, it is 7.5 by 7.5 for this. So I gotta look at this stuff when I order it, because I most often mess it up. I was hoping it was the bigger sheets that I ordered before. I got them in my box. I got a box of stuff I gotta carry downstairs. I left it up here because I wanted to go through it. This is the Kydex. I'm going to do a holster for my Judge, but I'm not 100% certain what it is that I want to do it in. I have that in my truck right now, or else I'd go get it, but there's that. Little battle-worn, blood-spattered flag. I kind of wanted to go with this because I think it would go good with my tattoo, and I do draw left-handed. I do shoot and practice ambi in case in my opinion, I think that your cover should dictate the hand in which you should shoot, or the direction in which you should shoot. You should be comfortable shooting with your left or right hand. If you're practicing for defense scenarios, I think your cover should dictate which hand you use. I don't think you should force yourself to expose yourself more just to shoot with the hand that you're comfortable with. I think you should adapt with each hand. So most often I train with both my left and right hand for that very reason. And then this one here, I wasn't 100% sure. Whatever one I don't use, I'm going to use for a knife, or maybe I'll do another holster. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a holster for this with the light, so then I'd have 2 holsters. One to carry with the light, one to carry without. I'm not sure yet, but there's that. I'm pretty stoked. I wish they were bigger, because this is going to be like one piece and that's it. But actually, I did pay for this, but I didn't. I won my fantasy football league with a 7-6 record. I took that all the way to the championship and won. Round 3 in the playoffs, so I won. The guy I beat was 7-3. The guy I beat in round 2 was like 10 and something, whatever the math works out to be. And then the guy I beat before he had a better record. Anyway, against all odds. And mostly, all of my losses came from just terrible bye weeks. Like, I had to do a lot of finagling with my lineup. Picking guys up off the waiver wire that would have normally never been drafted in the first place. So, that's what a lot of that was. Well, I got myself the eyelet pliers with 1,000 or 100 quarter-inch grommets. These are silver grommets. These ones obviously are black, so I'm not too upset with that. I only bought these because it came with some more. I don't know if I'm going to use stainless all the time, or if I'll just use black. Probably won't ever even use these. I don't know yet. I haven't started doing it yet. I did get my heat gun, and I was asking my father-in-law yesterday because we had a little repair going on at the plant. My father-in-law, he works there, he's in maintenance, and he grabbed all sorts of like scrap OSB and plywood and just all sorts of stuff, particle board and 2x4s and all sorts of stuff. And I asked him, I said, hey, could you cut me off a couple pieces of that? I said, I'm not going to go buy a whole sheet of OSB to make this. I mean, if I had to, I would, but I mean, I'm going to explore the avenues that I have at my disposal first. My dad had a half a sheet, and I definitely was not going to cut this chunk out, plus about an inch around, and that would just piss him off. So I wasn't going to do that. So I asked my father-in-law; he's going to cut me some pieces. So I'm going to do a video. I have an idea in my head of how I'm going to build this press because thank you, Kentucky Clark Family Vlog. I hope I got that right, bud. I watched him make a holster. He's taking some classes right now, and one of them is holster. And he made a holster with Kydex, and like the whole press was like opened up like this. So all the pressure when he pressed it was all down here, and you wouldn't really get a lot up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use 2 pieces of all thread, and I'm going to put, with my drill press, I'm going to drill some holes in the lumber, and I'm going to make it so that I can adjust the height of my press to get it a more even press down through my press. And I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to use the clamp. I might just go buy a couple of those squeezy clamps. I'll probably do that. I was just going to use a piece of all thread and then take a strip of steel and drop it down and then tighten it up with wrenches. But I think that whole setup, if I did that, I wanted to take and drill holes in the bottom of the all thread, so that way they would go out like this. They would be here. I'd put this down. I'd put it here, run the screws down, hit my wrench, tighten them up. But I think I would lose a lot of time with that. I don't think it would really be that much of an issue because it does stay pliable for a good while. You can't handle it for a good while as it's pliable. But, I mean, I'm not sure. Not 100% sure how I want to do that. I might just take a piece of 2x4 and put it here, and then close it, drop it over the all thread, still do I'll just use a washer, and you still use bolts. But I know for sure that I'm going to use it in the back, so that way I can adjust the height of this, so that way I can get a more even press down, a downward press overall, instead of a lot of pressure down here at the bottom and not so much pressure up at the top. That's my thought process on it. That's how I think I'm going to design it. I've watched been watching a lot of videos on Kydex press making, and you know, the different presses people have made have all been pretty much the same thing in common. They have this piece here, they put whatever they're trying to make in here, and they just clamp the heck out of it, and then you get all your pressure, you know. I mean, obviously it's going to be fixed to the plywood, so the pressure would be dispersed evenly, but I still think you would get a whole lot more pressure here than you would up here, and if I wanted to do it correctly, I'd want it to be a uniform amount of pressure across from the tip of the muzzle back to, you know, my slide release or whatever. But that's just my thought process on it. I don't know how well that might work out. That's how I want to do it. I might not do it that way. I don't know. But Forge shipped today, so I just got that email just as I pulled in my driveway today. I took my boys over to see my mom. She didn't get to see him a whole lot, so we spent the day over there. They went and seen their grandma and went and got them some lunch, and we're back home with some boxes and mail, and had a good day today. So that's pretty much it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, share, the whole 9 yards. You know what to do down below. Hit that notification icon if you haven't already. And Bubba, what do we say?
Don't fish out.
There we go. He's not that engaged today. I finally get some peace and quiet. All right. Go fish out, guys.